Hello guys, welcome back to my playthrough of Dark Souls. And I believe on the last episode we finally got halfway across the bridge. And yeah, this is just me leveling up. I decided to sort of skip the whole me checking out what all the abilities do. Instead of fast forwarding, I just skipped it. Try jumping off. And we kicked down this ladder that led all the way back down to the bonfire in the undead Burge or Berg. So I'm going under the bridge now to avoid the dragon. Now supposedly you can try to take on the dragon itself. As you can see here, some people have been saying the weakness is its tail, or more that you can snipe the dragon's tail and can kill it like that. And you can aim from this area if you had a bow and arrow. Yeah, mistake there. As you can see, my soul arrows are still not all that effective as much as I would like them to be. So I'll still be relying on melee for quite a long while. So these rats can poison you. At least they die quicker. So we arrive in a new area, the Undead Parish, and this was another area that was available in the demo of the game. And so that pathway is closed for now, and as you can see there's a bonfire in there, so a place to rest. Be pretty handy to open up. You don't have to open it. Up. It's right under where the dragon is. So if you ran straight across the bridge, that's where you would end up. So let's see what's up here. and we have another one of those um, dark knights, I think they're called. Or is it black knights? Or whatever. They're pretty strong, especially for this current level. And another thing about the dragon on the bridge, if you do kill it, it drops a pretty powerful sword, I'm told. And so that is an option if you want to make the game well, I think it makes it a lot easier, because it's a pretty strong sword, and all you have to do really is just snipe from the from where I was under the bridge just now, and aim for the tail. At least that's how I think it is. So as you can see here, there's the boar that's been in some of the trailers, and that you'd have seen in the demo as well. So a new armor, just checking how it is. Looks a wee bit better. And now I look like one of the enemies. Too bad it doesn't just you can't just walk by enemies now. Oh. So there's another guy by the side there to the right. And at this point in time, I'm still not all that. I'm still not meleeing all that well. At least not the best way you can do it. Although I think every enemy has sort of like a better way to melee them, to counter or to attack straight away. And some you don't have to do that. Some it's better to do that. It depends really on which enemy, and the more sort of trial and error you go through it, the better. Basically, when you learn how each enemy behaves, it gets easier, or you can adapt better. So you saw the ball was down there, so it should be pretty strong, so I'm not gonna be taking it on head on. I'm debating here really whether to use soul arrows or not, because, well, I'll be wasting soul arrows, but I've already wasted quite a bit. It doesn't really make a difference whether they heal or not, since I still need 2, because they don't heal to full health, so they only need you only still need 2. Still not dead. the messages can be a bit annoying because they tend to stand there or stay on screen, and you can't you have to like run around to remove the message itself. You can't just press X or press circle to remove the message. So here I use a bit of a cheap tactic. Instead of facing the ball head on, just hit it with fire bombs. It works, so and some soul arrows. Yeah, just making sure I didn't want to fall off while throwing the bombs. Yeah, that was pointless. And he dies. 500 souls, not bad. But I wasted quite a few soul arrows, so at least he doesn't regenerate. There's the white shimmering around their bodies as they die. Usually means they don't come back if you rest at a bonfire or if you die, unlike most of the normal enemies. I can't say if that will hold up for the rest of the game, but so far that's been the case. So nothing much happening here, just yeah, fighting our way through all the weak enemies, I say. Typical enemies. Again, since there's not much to say probably in this video itself, there's not much to commentate on really. Just take everything at a slow pace. And yeah, don't do that. It's always good when in doubt to sort of perform a counter attack rather than attack first hand. another one. I have to admit, this is one of the more boring sections of the game so far. Especially since it takes how many hits just to kill them. Way too many. Got a weak ass sword and a weak ass spell. Doesn't really help. So maybe getting that dragon sword, or the, I can't remember what it's called. It's a sword that the dragon drops. Isn't all that bad a tactic there. Is it less challenging to do it that way? Well, probably, but I mean, as a ranged character at least, you could argue that, you know, up close you're pretty weak, and if you run out of spells you're pretty weak as well, since meleeing, you don't have much in the way of abilities to melee. And here again is one of those times where I wasn't sure whether your character would change their equipped weapon while climbing up a ladder. Usually what tends to happen, I think, is that once you reach the top of the ladder, your character changes it straight away. So while it doesn't change on the ladder, he changes it once he reaches the top. Yep, so we see an item on a narrow plank, and so this is how you get it. Kind of funny when he's standing like that, since nothing is actually touching the plank. Should have fallen down and hit his crotch, really? Again, nothing to find in the barrels. Here again, I was contemplating going back to the bonfire because I have so few soul arrows left. And now we're above where we were. And I think this is coming. I think there's a moment where I fast forward here, because again, a bit indecisive whether to go back or not. Yeah, here. So I was just wondering whether to go back. I mean, I ran almost. Oh no, I should do go back. Oh, okay. Oh no, wait, I don't. So I ran all that way and didn't hit the bonfire. I think what I wanted to do was try to open the gate that's blocking the pathway from the back there, from that area down to the left. So I thought I wanted to try and open that first, see if it works, or see if I could. Yeah, at this point in time, again, I didn't really know the best way to fight these guys, and just I guess for an advice, if you do fight them, just if they're not attacking you, you just hit your R1 normal attack against their shield, and they usually makes them counter attack, and then you just block their attack, so you should be able to recover in time. You just block their attack, and then you counter, and it will hit them, or you could just run around them if there's space. Anyway, I think I'm coming near to the end of this part. Sorry if it's been a bit of a boring part. Again, nothing much happening here. A bit of indecisive here and there as well. I keep running back and forth. The Boar fight wasn't all that interesting as well. Again, I didn't really want to go for it because, 4 soul arrows, really a pain. Now I wouldn't be able to, well, it would be a pain to face any boss or tough characters. The problem here is that we're in a narrow corridor, so it's a bit annoying. You can probably imagine what's gonna happen here. And this is already near the end. Join me next time. And I died. Oh, see ya.